Hello there, Martin here at WWScenics. Today's video is product launch day. So we got 4 exciting new products for you, following the S5 system, building embankment kit, and these are bridge kits and culverts on cattle creeps, okay, so straight into it. There we got four products ready to go, okay, so there's 2 bridges, a stone culvert, and a cattle creep, all ready for the 5S embankment kits, okay. Just simply, resin, beautiful detail on them, right, really highly detailed, you can see there, okay, right, and I mean, and it's a simple fitting kit that comes with it. You can see the 2 grooves there, they slot onto like that, glued in. That slots on the top, so this is a single track one, single sided, okay, right, and then obviously that then is in front of the embankment, and your track then will run across the top of that, and then that's your back seam, okay. We got other ones then which is double sided, which you'll have, if you've got a single track double sided, or you've got a double track single sided, so on and so forth, okay. So I'm going to paint one up, right, okay, so let's get into it. Right, okay, like I said, let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to do the stone bridge, right? Okay, so single track stone bridge, right? Okay, so this fits with the embankment kit that we got with there, right? So I'll show you how it fits in. Okay, and then I got a new product to show you as well. Okay, so comes out into the out of the blister, okay, and obviously we've got some bits. So we've got the two sides, I'm just going to go like that, okay. Obviously the front bits, the retaining walls, right, okay, and then obviously this here, okay, make some room. This here is your fitting kit, okay. Well, that fitting kit fits for that, which then slots all together. And if you'll notice as well, there's slots here. See them slots? Okay, I'll bring up the camera. See them slots? Well, them slots are for them there. Okay, which I'll show you now. Anyway, so first and foremost, what we need to do, right, is we got whenever we 3D print these, they sit on the bed. They like that. Okay. So they don't actually sit on the bed and print like that. Anybody doesn't know anything about 3D printed, they sit. So there's your bed, right? And they actually sit, they float like that. Bad example. That way. Okay. And then obviously you've got supports. But then once you snap all the supports off, okay, you've got just little bits sticking out, which we want to get rid of, because when we start to do dry brushing, when we want to start to do dry brushing techniques, we don't want them to pick this up. So we have got new product alert. Okay, this is our soft abrasive block, right? So basically so you can file down, right? Okay, so I know there's a little bit there that we need to file off. Okay, perfect for 3D resin, this is, right, because you can get into it. File it down a little bit. You don't need a lot of filing on this, right, because to be fair, most of them are gone when they snapped off. Just want to make sure that's all nice and smooth there. I got another little bit by here, tiny little bit by there, right? Okay, so get the stone in and file away. Go. On here I can feel it pitted, but you're not going to see this bit, right, because obviously it's going to be the front edge like that, right? Okay, so this bit is going to be built underneath there, so you don't need to do anything around here. Maybe up the top here you do, so just nice and flat, so you use the flat edge for there. Just give it a little bit of a smoothing off. Don't press hard, okay. All we're doing is taking off that little bit. Don't worry about this. You're not going to see the abrasive marks on there, right? Okay. They once we start filling that then with a black primer, what I'm going to do, it'll all disappear anyway, right? Okay. So just give it a little file around. lovely. Same one on this side. Yeah. There we go. Nice little quick little filing down. Lovely. Nothing on the front. Yeah, that's all good. Them two are fine. And just check these are all okay. A little bit for there. I want to go. There we are. Yeah, that's fine. There we are. They're all good. They're all fine. Lovely. Okay, so that's all filed down lovely. Now what we want to do is just do a little bit of dry fit in, right? Okay, so because that's going to go like this. Okay. Yeah, okay, so what we want to do is make sure that we got the dry fit in right, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just literally dry fit that quickly. Slots in, hold it there. Just making sure that they all fit in, yeah. Okay, so they fit both sides, nice and tight. So I'm going to use this one because this is just a little bit tighter than that. So I'm going to do this side first, then put the top on, then present that to that, right? Okay, so super glue, yeah, an activator, okay, right? That's what I'm going to use, right? Okay, if you're using activator, make sure they're in a well ventilated area, yeah, or you're wearing a mask, yeah, you know what I mean, and I'll get the window open and that type of thing, right? Okay, I'm in a massive room, I'm in my shop, right? Okay, you know what I mean, and I got the doors open as well, so it's nice and airy in here, right, with a bit of a breeze. So super glue onto that. Make sure, right, that see that little tab up there, that's facing upwards, okay? So when you slot it in, yeah, that is upwards, right? Because that fits on top of that there, right? Okay, right. And then what I do is I do this edge, so away from you, right, with activator, okay, and then slot it in. And I always push it up, make sure that we're nice and straight. Okay, so I've got the cut mat here, so I'm going to use these lines, right? Okay, so I'm going to put that on the lines there. Yeah, there are. That's a perfect 90 degree. Okay, so I'm using that line in there. So that line inside there, and then that line there. So I put that to measure there, so they're straight. So because these are straight, and they, you know what I mean. So that's nice and straight, and then I see that's nice and straight. So we're perfect. Okay, so another one now, just dry fit it, make sure that we're nice and flush there. Okay, right, so see there, you're nice and it's flush there, yeah. So when you put the we've got them little things there, like the tabs there, yeah, make sure that that's facing upright, yeah. Okay, again, put it in, because sometimes you might have something in there that's fouling it, right? Okay, in them little grooves there, right? Okay, so just make sure that there's nothing fouling it. Yep, lovely. And then super glue, yeah, just to show you how much super glue I'm putting in, if you can see it. Yeah, I'm only putting a little bit in there because at the end of the day it's just holding something, holding a bit of MDF together. It's not no you know what I mean, your logo is going to go over the top of it, but it's going to be solid, because I'm going to show you also as well how to further on down the line how to add it into the embankment. So again, make sure I get a perfect 90 degree, right? So I'm not so straight on the line again, and then so there's a 90 degree in there, yeah. Okay, so again, I'm using these lines here. So show me, I'm using these lines, so that's a perfect 90 degree there, and I'm perfect 90 degree there. But it doesn't matter, because once I put this edge on, yeah, you know what I mean, it'll all bend to what it wants to anyway. So again, we need to dry fit this. Yeah, lovely, clips in lovely. Okay, but we want to super glue it in as well. Yeah, you know what I mean. So take it off. A little bit on the edge for here. A little bit on the edge for that. Same goes to that. Same goes to that. Okay. Oh. Let me zoom that in a bit better. There we are. You can see a bit better now. Okay, right, and then just put, no need to put activator on these, right? Okay, just slot it in, make sure it gets in tight. Same for this one, push it down. Yeah, so that's flush. Okay, there we go, lovely, super glued in. Okay, and then what we're going to do put these two together. Yeah, so dry fit them first. Yeah, looks wicked. Okay, and now in here, super glue in there, super glue in there, activator on there. You don't need a lot of activator, right? You don't need to spray there for hours, like, you know, when you spray in a car. You don't need to, so just get them then lined up. Slotted in. Perfect. There we go. Right. Okay. So that's that bit done. Yeah. Okay. Now then, we're going to start. We can start putting the retaining walls on. Okay. So this now we want to make sure. So I always dry fit it, right? So it's going to go to the edge there, right, and to the edge down here, just to make sure that we bang on. So we want to be flat there, and then once it goes to the bottom there. There we go. Yep. Okay. So let's put a bit of super glue down the edge. Okay, and then a bit of activator. So activator, we got sort of like a one-shot deal with this right now. So make sure you're flush with everything and it's nice and straight. Because once it's glued, it's glued. But again, right, if we are out, if I made a mistake, I'm going to show you, right? Because I generally think I have. Yeah, because I've got a little bit of protrusion there when that's supposed to be flush. So this side is higher than that side, okay? But I'm going to show you that it doesn't really matter as long as that's fine, which that does look fine. It's out, right? But I'll show you how we're going to blend it in, right? Okay. So same again this side now, right? So let's do dry fit. Make sure we're good. Yeah, happy with that. Also as well, right? I've used super glue in the hobby that I used to do, which is painting figures. We use super glue, or I've used super glue as a filler for gaps. Yeah, so with activator, it's brilliant. It's really good. Yeah, it fills gaps, lovely. And then all you do is sand it off. Then yeah, you can sand it down. Yeah, but you get rid of gaps. Like that. There we go. So there's the bridge so far. Yeah, that's looking pretty wicked. Yeah, I love that. Looks well neat. Okay, I got my glasses on. I can't see you close up. So there we are. It looks wicked, doesn't it? Okay, so let's move things out the way for you so you can see. Yeah, looks well wicked, doesn't it? So I'm going to bring this in now so you can show you. So your railroad goes onto there. Oh. Track straight across there, bridge under there. Yeah, you've got your retaining wall. Yeah, holding back all the grass. So the next job on that now, okay, is I'm gonna spray it black. Yeah, okay. So and then the next stage then will be painting and weathering. You know, putting the track and the ballast down. Jobs are good. Until the next time. Thanks very much. Bye bye.